Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel here at Real British Media. I'm Steve and today we're going to be going over what happened on Saturday with CP reports being arrested after practically being bullied, harassed. Even I was attacked at one point. You know, the police were told, they did nothing. The pro-Palestinian lot were pushing for her arrest. They were doing it since the start, but they were all over her, bullying, harassing. And we're going to go over the footage now. Make your minds up for yourselves. You'll see exactly how she tried to de-escalate the situation at times and stay clear with them, but they wouldn't let it go, and eventually she got arrested, which I believe is the wrong decision. But let's have a look at the footage and you can make your minds up. So this is when we arrived. They came straight over with a meme clip on their phone with CP reports in some sort of meme dance, you know, straight away to try and antagonize her. Showing CP a clip of her dancing, a meme clip. It's a bit bullying.
Get on your content. Get on your content. Right, move on,
So at this point you can see, you know, she walked away, didn't escalate anything, didn't try and antagonize them or do anything, kept them at arm's length, but walked away to try and not cause any issues. In this clip, you can see the lady in the green shirt there was basically mocking her, and you'll see CP takes a few steps backwards to make sure that she's not, you know, causing any confrontation or anything, or trying to escalate any situation. So we play that one. A lot of people get bored. I lost half of my viewers.
I know, me too.
Like, even we're getting bored. That's the thing with this pro-Palestine stuff that's been going on for so long now. Everyone don't really care much for it anymore. Only that's it. Banging. Now, here comes the annoying pan woman. Now, basically, this woman was doing this to CP for about an hour. On and off for about an hour, probably up to 2 hours. You know, she had the rolling pin in one hand, she had the metal pan in the other hand, tea towel over her shoulder. She was ready to cook. All right, but she weren't cooking no food. She was trying to cook trouble. She was trying to antagonize CP, hopefully get a response to try and get her arrested, which is, you know, you can see it for yourselves here. But look how close this is to her face, and tell me that this is not causing alarm, harassment, or distress. Bear in mind, this was going on for well over an hour. This is closer than an arm's length away right now, and the police did nothing about it, even when they were informed. Drums right in CP's face. I mean, that's just a form of bullying, isn't it? Surely they're not allowed to do that. That's right in their personal space. You can see there, CP again, she's not reacting. She's just walking away to try and get away from the situation, whereas this woman just follows her. Well, she better not come over here anyway, because if she comes fucking banging that shit in here, I'll be using it as a frisbee. Again, you can see where CP put her arm out to keep her at, you know, an arm's length away, which if they come into that, it's personal space. Now you could see just there that she was already in her personal space, again with the rolling pin in the pan right close to her head, which is very intimidating. That could be classified as a weapon. If someone's banging a stick right next to your head on a pan, you know, you're going to think, well, they might actually hit you with it. So what are you going to do? You're allowed to push them back, surely. So CP puts her arm out to keep her at her arm's length away. And, you know, this woman's giving it all this, no. Well, she shouldn't be bloody doing it anyway. So again, CP was in the right there, what she was doing, staying away, not trying to antagonize her, and keeping her at arm's distance. Again, as you saw there, taking several steps back to try and keep away from them, try and stay out of the way, de-escalating if you like, and they just continue to follow, and then the other lady starts coming with her camera so that they can create some content for themselves, you know, basically bullying CP. Even here, this woman going behind her to get a good angle, you know, so they can get her in shot with the pan being, you know, bashed in her face.
Look at it, they're
Again,
doing
getting
it for
too close
content
there.
as well. One filming it from the back.
As you can see, they're all sort of
Yeah, I'm
surrounding
actually
her now with
surprised the
their
police
cameras
haven't
up.
come over and done anything.
Because they can see what's going on.
The police are all
They
on
want the
the
content. They're doing it on purpose.
side
They're
of the road.
antagonising.
You can see that. They should have done something.
Trying to be intimidating. You can see how far back now that we actually are. We're well away from the main crowd, staying right out of the way. So this is the point where we actually go and tell the police about what's happening. You'll see here as well that the woman's bashing a pan in front of her face, right in front of the police officers, and then they're not doing anything. They're not even turning around and saying, you know, come on, you know, respect her space, move away, stop doing this, please. Not even ask her nicely, even if they could arrest her for doing it for alarm, harassment and distress. But they do nothing, as always. Two-tier, one-sided.
So it's a bit personal space, isn't it? That's personal.
Now she's doing it to one gen, right in front of the police. Look how close that pan is to his face. Right, she's in his personal space, and they're still not doing anything. Even when I turned around and said to them, what can they do? And they said, well, there's no crime being committed, so there's nothing we can do. Speak to the liaison officers, which you'll see coming up. They just walk away anyway.
Personal space, if ever you've seen it. Let's see what the police have to say about it. Excuse me. Are they allowed to come that close with it?
Anybody else who notices?
A bit close. That's personal space, isn't it?
As close as you are to me at the moment.
See, at no point over the whole duration that she was bashing that pan for an hour or so did CP react. You know, as you see here, she's walking away again after she's told the police, and the police have basically said they can't do anything. You know, she's not reacting. She's walking away from the situation, trying to de-escalate. They continuously follow and carry on doing it. The only time that CP ever reacts was to put her arm up when they're getting a bit too close to her face, just to keep them at arm's length, which you're allowed to do. You're allowed to push them back if they get in your space. So, yeah, you can see again, told the police they did nothing. She's walking away here. Woman's following.
About as close as you are to me at the moment. So, as close as anybody else can get to anybody else, and she's left now.
Well, she was
Right
standing
in
at
front
the back.
of the liaison officers there as well.
So she was staying out the way. She weren't getting close. You can't do anything about that.
There's any crime at the moment.
Apparently there's no crime. Apparently it's no crime to be 1 foot away from your face smacking a stick and a drum. I mean, if anyone would think that's a weapon, intimidating. Like,
The best people to speak to would be the officers in blue because they're engaging with everyone and speaking to them.
They're liaison, isn't they?
Yeah, they're like they negotiate and engage with everyone involved.
I'll speak to the ones in blue then. Excuse me. Oh well, trying to speak to them, but they're walking off.
So as you saw, I continue trying to discuss with the police, you know, what can they do? Surely they can do something, at least tell her to move away. The audio didn't pick up that well there, so you couldn't hear them too much. But they did say, well, no crime's been committed, there's nothing we can do. But yeah, they refused to help in any way whatsoever. Again, here, CP has come back to the police because, you know, for safety as well, plus to show them right in front of them what this woman is doing. And they're just looking. You know, you can see one police officer in the middle there who's got a slight grin on his face. You know, they don't want to step in. They don't want to do anything at all, which is just completely wrong, and I think two-tier. So again, it continues here.
Look how close that is, and they're just looking. Please.
See again, putting her arm up to keep her at arm's length because she was in her personal space, right in front of the officers. You'll see here that the lady with the pen actually takes a step back for the first time when CP tells her to, because she's right in front of the police. So now she's trying to make it look like she's not doing anything, but you can clearly see she shouldn't have been in her personal space anyway, especially with weapons in her hand. Now here you can see CP going in to pull one gen away to de-escalate any situation that might be arising. Again, it just goes to show that she is de-escalating the situation. She's not trying to cause any trouble, not trying to cause no harm, staying out of the way, even pulling us back out of the way if we got too close to them. So she was doing the right thing. Keep your eyes on the guy here with the red tea towel on his head, because if you watch in a moment, he purposely follows one gen to barge him, and he does barge him. Again, nothing happens via the police, but just keep an eye on him for a sec here.
We were trying to find you, huh?
Where's that bloke gone now?
What one?
This is it now. Again, you can see CP there trying to pull him away to, keep the peace, if you like. But you saw the guy with the red tea towel make a beeline for one gen as he was walking there and barge him, and then have his phone up to try and film any reaction. This is what they were doing throughout the day. Situations like that.
Over there, look.
Now this is where it all got heated. So basically CP had gone off to get something to eat. She's coming back down the road here. She's surrounded by a group of them harassing her, which I could see from the distance here, and I saw it was wrong. So I went over there to, be close enough, make sure she was all right. And then I get attacked. Minor, he put his arm on me, so I pushed him off. But it's still an attack, and they were still trying to antagonize and cause a situation. So, yeah, I was just a bit angry here because, seeing them all crowded around her, walking her down the street like that, I thought she needs some sort of protection. So I went over there to, just be with her, but they came straight onto me trying to show me some clip with their phone.
Look how fucking bullying they are.
Look at the dead children in Gaza. Look at the dead children in Gaza. Stop avoiding. Don't fucking touch.
Yeah, right there. This is just a slowed down clip. This is CP's footage where it just shows him putting his arm on me. So, even if they put their arm on you gently or whatever, it's still assault. So I grab his arm and I pull it off, push him away. I was seconds away from planting one. I was very pissed off. But the police did come and de-escalate the situation. So, one sec. Just do that again without my face in the way, so you can see.
Fucking touch.
So yeah, as you saw there, it was he touched me. I pulled his arm off, told him not to effing touch me. Don't do that. Not having it. And then we go from there. And this is also coming up to the moment where CP pushed away a megaphone, which is what led to the arrest.
Don't fucking touch me. Don't you dare lay hands on me. Don't you dare lay hands on me. You think we're scared of you?
Right, now keep your eyes on the bottom right corner here, because this is what caused the arrest to happen. Basically, the woman in the green shirt had her megaphone right in CP's ear, an inch away, screaming in the megaphone, and people just can't do that. You're allowed to push that away. That's not allowed. Not allowed. So you can see here, I've red circled it and slowed it down, and you'll see the megaphone close to her ear very briefly, and then her pushing it away. So there's the megaphone in her ear, in her face, and this is where she pushes it away. So she didn't assault her, she's not hitting her, she's just pushing the megaphone away. And as you can hear now, the woman is screaming for her arrest, because this is what their aim was throughout the day, was to antagonise her and try and get her nicked for something. There were several of these people doing that, and this is why she's screaming so loudly, arrest her, arrest her, arrest her, and wouldn't let it go, because she wanted that arrest. So let's play that on and you'll see the arrest. As you can see there, just CP explaining to the officer that she just pushed the megaphone away from her face, which you saw clearly on the clip that I just showed you, the slowed down clip as well. She wasn't touched, it was just the megaphone being pushed away from her ear. And that's now been reported to the police. She's explained herself there.
Sorry, I know I did nothing wrong.
It's just an allegation at the end of the day.
I know, but I know I did nothing wrong. All I did was I pushed the megaphone. I didn't even touch her. I touched the megaphone. If you're on here and I'm live.
Exactly, and you've got me.
To be honest, you have every right to that. They'd be like 1 foot away, banging drums in their face. Like, what are you supposed to do against it?
One second, I'll get back to you. Basically, if you're refusing details, we are going to have to arrest you. That's fine, do it then. It's an allegation. That's fine. Take this, then I'll take my phone, you can take this. Give it to your brother.
They're arresting you.
What, I'm getting nicked?
So she refused details there because she has done nothing wrong, and she doesn't want to give her details anyway, not where, you know, basically 50 of her enemies all around her. So she refused to give the details, and then she was arrested. So we'll just show the arrest now.
1 second, you do not say it may harm in defence. You do not mention when. In my life, in my life. No, in my live stream. Can you take that? Take that, please. You do not say that it may harm in defence. We do not mention when questions something later on in court. Anything you do say may be evidence, okay? The reason for your arrest is... Right, get a message from Naya, ASAP. I'm getting nicked. Get a message from Tuesday.
And now they're all cheering because they've got what they wanted. And of course, you got to end with the shot of the van driving away, haven't you? So there goes CP in the back of the van, off to the police station, arrested. And that's pretty much where we wrapped it up and then left after that. So, yeah, we headed down to the police station to, you know, try and give information, try and show them the video footage that we had to show that she was basically innocent. So, yeah, they took that and then she was let out a little while later. I think we stayed outside the police station for about 3 hours. And then we figured, well, if they've nicked her, it's probably going to be like 6 hours or something before they let her out. So we ended up leaving. And then about 30-40 minutes after that, she was actually released and came out. And they gave us an update. But as you can see, make your minds up. Put in the comments what you think of it. So that's my analysation of it. It's all in my live video, but the live video is about 3.5 hours long. So I've taken the highlights. I've taken all the bits where you can see her de-escalating the situation. There are no bits of her being antagonistic. So that's not there. I'm not just doing it just one-sided. She weren't antagonising. She was de-escalating and trying to keep the peace. She was just trying to, you know, Section 17, a right to film the protest, etc. And that's it, just a right to film. So, and she got punished for it. I think it's two-tier policing. Make your own minds up on that. Let me know in the comments, like I say, what you think. And yeah, so CP is now bailed to appear at court soon. And we're going to cover that. We'll probably go down there, be outside, cover it for you, and give you any updates. But hopefully she should be free. Keep your fingers crossed. You know, wish her well, because she didn't deserve to be taken away and put in there in the first place. So and that's it. That's the CP arrest, and that's my take on it and my my thought process, and just basically defending her, because you know she's right to be defended here. You know, she was very well behaved, I think, anyway. You know, compared to previous protests. So yeah, anyway, take care all, and yeah, look after yourselves, and I shall see you in the next video very soon. Peace.